Hey, what's up you guys? It's Sean back with another reaction video. That's right, I'm back again and I'm doing something unconventional to this channel. That's right, I'm reacting to something that isn't a music video. It's from Nobodies to Legends 2019 version from xCeleste. But before we get into that, everyone's favorite part, promo time. That's right. Okay, let's get this out of the way. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video. If you are new here, you can subscribe. You can hit that notification bell if you're feeling extra generous. You can follow me on all the socials listed right here. Okay, I think that covers it. Yes. Awesome, guys. I'm super excited for this. I will admit, I've watched previous Nobodies to Legends from xCeleste. I love her videos, but I haven't checked out this most recent one, so I'm super excited. It should have a bunch of new stuff. We're really going to put to the test, how much do I know about BTS? Nobodies to Legends, it's a bit of a long one, so let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1.
둘, 셋, 박타!
Sorry, that's so loud. 1 second.
안녕하세요, 반갑습니다.
Alright.
데뷔한 지 이제 오늘로 16일이니까 5일째인데요. 완전 생 초짜신입니다.
무슨 거예요?
네, 감독님들이 정말 저희들의 이름을 모르시거든요. 신인이다 보니
이 이름표가 없이도
He's always gonna be
저희
super
아셔서
emotional.
저 얼굴만
So I thought it'd be
보고도
fun to react.
누구신지 아실 수 있게 정말 그날까지 꼭 입어보도록 하겠습니다.
Alright, I'm with that hair. It's the best underdog story, and I just love watching. I watch the same video like every time. It's so great. Yeah, cut from broadcast. Yeah. xCeleste always puts in really great work. Yeah.
정말 산 넘어 산이라는 말이 딱 맞는 게
I'm never gonna
정말 데뷔하면 모든 게 다 잘 되고 뭔가 괜찮을 것 같았는데 정말 또 더 큰 세상을 보니까 더 큰 고민을 하게 되고.
Yeah, man, just like it's crazy. Like I always hear about like the stories because these guys train so long, and then you think that once you debut, all your problems go away, but it really, you have to pay back all the training that you got. So the longer you train, the more it takes to pay it back, and it's just like, wow, these guys. And RM, I think it said he became like a trainee in 2010 or something too. So yeah, man, you gotta pay that off before you can. And then of course, you know, like you have to be successful too. It's a mountains over mountains. It's crazy. Be free. You can eat this. Oh, sorry.
What? Shut the front door.
Shut the front door. Yeah, that was scary. That was really scary.
환호가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려왔다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같은데.
방탄소년단.
Now they're unstoppable.
2021 made some really regrettable marks about BTS.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
Yikes.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
That is not what you were saying during the break.
No! Are you kidding? Anderson. And then H3, I hate this so much. I was I was one of those triggered fans, and that he got exactly what he was hoping for. He wanted people to be triggered. I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of being triggered, but it's like, how can someone be so ignorant? Oh my gosh. And he's just doing it to troll too. That's the most annoying thing. It's that, like, it worked.
Become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
Listen, the guys were snubs. They've broken all these records. They've had an epic year. They should be in all the major categories. I don't like the fact that they've separated them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but that's it's crazy because they constantly outsell American counterparts. Yeah. They outperform them, but they're still not acknowledged in the way they should be.
True.
They're really trying to maintain their identity, and there is a barrier there when it comes to the Korean language. Like, obviously, there's going to be some North American audiences that aren't going to have that on location, and it's still an issue with radio. That's the big thing. Like,
yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, they don't. It's not even like they don't even give it a chance. Like, that's the thing. Like, they look at it and they're like, oh, it's in Korean. I'm not even gonna try and enjoy the music or listen to it. But I know for a fact, cause like my friends, like it just comes on sometimes and they don't even think about it. When you detach yourself from the I guess the situation where they're not aware that it's like, when they just listen, right? They're like, oh, this is actually really good. I always get those remarks. And it's like, yeah, if you checked it out in the first place, you would have seen that, you know, just because it's in a different language doesn't mean you can't enjoy the music. And also, it's really easy to look up lyrics. And like, people are like, oh, you know, you can't like listen to it and like, you can't like remember the lyrics. Who cares? And also, I can listen to it, and then if I'm listening to it on the phone, I remember like the feeling, or at least the feeling, right? That's just my take on it, but people just disregard it without even giving it a chance, you know? Yeah.
Fans, I think they're like more enthusiastic than anyone.
Yeah.
Can you describe that enthusiasm?
They brought a boy band from Korea to Grammys.
My next guest can only be described as an international music phenomenon. They have made Time magazine's most influential list. They're the first Korean act to reach #1 on the Billboard charts, and they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
I love this, the Beatles version.
The 7-member boy band has broken the record for the best-selling album here in Korea. Now, this album, released this April, has sold 3.4 million copies as of May.
BTS had the #1 best-selling physical album in the United States in the first half of this year.
Becoming the first Korean artist to win 2 trophies at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The awards were Top Social Artist and Top Duo Group.
BTS has been named the Group of the Year on Variety's Hitmakers list. BTS performed at the U.S.'s most watched New Year's concert, New Year's Rockin' Me.
Their upcoming U.S. tour is one of the hottest tickets on Earth. Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
They're headlining 2 sold-out nights at Wembley Stadium, performing for 60,000 screaming fans.
한국 공연이랑 다를 게 없이 큰 공연을 하는 것 자체가 우리가 여기서도 이렇게 공연을 크게 해요? 라고 다시 한번 되물으니까 그냥 우리 그게 생각이구나. 처음 했던 악슬 콘서트는 한 번이면 2,000명이 들었어. 22배, 23배 정도 증가를 하게 된 거죠. 그냥 어떻게 보면 기적 같은 수치 아닐까.
An economic analysis showed that BTS's last concert in Seoul created nearly as much economic gains as the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in early 2018.
It is estimated that roughly 100,000 foreigners came to Korea during that time. That number includes 23,000 foreign fans who came solely to see the concerts and their companions.
24% of ARMY were male, while a clear majority, 76%, were female. 24% were 10 to 19-year-olds, 26% were 20-year-olds, 19% were 30-year-olds, and hold on, this doesn't seem right. 27% were 40 to 49 years old.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm 34. Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm just over 50. I'm 56. I'm 64.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
I'm 33. I'm 36 years old. Almost 48 years old.
I'm 44 years old. I have 2 children.
BTS, like, telling everyone to love themselves, to, like, you know, be who you are. And right. And, you know, having a group of, like, musicians and, like, really talented people talking about, like, better yourself, love yourself, and, you know, become something good in life. It's actually good.
I love John Cena. Yeah, it's another thing that people always, you always hear people talking about K-pop like, oh, it's just a bunch of screaming girls, teenage girls too, and it's like, man, like you look at the actual numbers, it's like there's a lot of variety in the numbers, because they have a message, and it's not just like, I will say it's not just BTS, K-pop in general, but BTS in particular. They just have like a message that can relate to everyone, you know? And it doesn't matter, like, yeah, it's like what he said in his, RM said in his speech, you know, it doesn't matter your gender identity or your race, you know, like music transcends all that. John Cena.
The band for their message. They're giving
J-Hope bias
people
like
who
me.
have misunderstood the belief that what they're doing is right, and I think that's very important. You should love yourself.
For a group that is such larger than life,
Halsey.
that it can be so easy to like dehumanize them.
Yeah.
They really do a good job of keeping themselves like really like just natural and humble.
I've never seen a whole concert. It's astonishing. I don't know how they do it. They are amazing performers.
And we load up and we had
So much
a blast.
stamina.
We did not. We got out of our seats. We got right down the pit and broke a sweat dancing.
As a group, BTS has previously teamed up with UNICEF and spoken in front of the UN about the importance of self-love for global youth.
We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
Love it. This is a great edit. A lot of new stuff I haven't seen in the previous ones.
방탄이라는 이제 총알을 막아낸다는 의미잖아요.
Speak it, J-Hope.
총알처럼 쏟아지는 편견과 억압에서 이제 당당히 저희 세대의 생각과 가치를 지켜냈다. 그런 심오한 뜻이 담겨 있어요. 아, 좋다.
I'm finding how to love myself. You know, I didn't know anything about love myself, but you guys taught me through your eyes, through your love, through your tweets, through your letters, through everything. You guys taught me and inspired me how to love myself. And loving myself is my whole life goal until my death. And you know, what is loving myself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and the way of loving myself? It's our mission to define our way to love ourselves. It's never intended, but it feels like I'm using you guys to love myself. So I want to say one thing. Please use me. Please use me.
Oh, I love that. RM, so well spoken.
Every day.
RM.
Thank you so much. We love you guys. Turn up.
Really gonna play Epiphany? Yeah, free concert. J-Hope. Legends. NPD. Great video. It's crazy. Yo, xCeleste, Rosan, is that your name? Always put in great work. Appreciate that you keep updating it, and it's really like, it's like, obviously I've seen the other ones, so it's like a lot of new stuff in here that I haven't seen before. So it's great. Really great video. Thanks Go subscribe to her. She always has like BTS updates. Yeah, let's get excited for this comeback. I'm excited, man, and I'll definitely be reacting to it. I'm gonna try and be on time this time, so. But yeah, expect more BTS stuff to come, because even if I'm not reacting to it, I'm still gonna be watching BTS stuff every day anyways. So it's like I may as well film my reaction for you guys. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you like the video, you can like the video. If you dislike it. It's fine. Subscribe, unsubscribe, and just keep doing whatever you want to do. Love yourself, speak yourself, stand talent, stand BTS. Okay, that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching, guys. It's a long one.